I've been planning this office out since February. It's now June and it's finally almost done. So as we've been settling into the new home, if you haven't caught those videos, be sure to check them out. One of the things I really wanted to get done right was my home office. I have way more room than the last house. Seeing this vision that I've had for so long start to come to life has been so worth it. I'm Keke J and I'm taking you along in the process of building my dream home office. We're starting with the before, the during, and a sneak peek at where we're going. We're about 90% done. I do still have a couple things that I want to add in, but honestly, it's already given everything. Like, I love seeing a vision being executed. So stick around for the finished product because it is so worth the wait. So just to get an idea of the vision that I was going with, I'll insert a picture here. This really helped me stick to the plan because I can tend to steer away from the objective or the mood board when I start to see other things that I really like. And I really wanted this office to be timeless, modern, a little bit earthy. And I think I'm checking those boxes. So the first piece I decided to start with was the couch. And I knew right away I wanted an earth tone. So I immediately jumped to olive because I love olive green. I think it looks really nice, it feels luxurious, and it reads really well on camera. So I said I have to have an olive couch. So I got to searching. I went on Walmart, Amazon, West Elm, pretty much anywhere that had a green couch. I also searched on Wayfair too, but there were a lot on there that didn't fit the vision at this current time. So I ended up settling with this one on Walmart, and y'all, it was for a fraction of the price that I was looking at for other couches. One big thing is, I told you in the last video, we scrapped everything pretty much except for our bed. We are starting from scratch with the furniture here, so that's gonna cost a good penny. So I'm all for finding affordable options that look really nice and also will last a long time. And this couch was that. Boo Bear actually had 2 picture frames that he did not use from IKEA. He ended up giving those to me, which I was greatly appreciative for because they fit the office perfectly. I still haven't figured out what type of photos I want to go in the frames just yet, but I really love how proportionate the frames are between the couch and the ceiling. I think they fit perfectly. Now the lamp in the corner is the same lamp that I had at my previous office, and I just did not see a reason to get rid of her because she's tea. And that's from Walmart too. I got that a couple years ago from there and she is still going strong. I had to get hubby's opinion on what type of pillows I should put on the couch. He said it's gotta be the kind that do the karate chop, and I immediately agreed because that gives high-end luxury to me. So we found these at HomeSense. They have some really good finds as well. They do that karate chop. I call it the cut. I don't know why, but it's got a chop. I think they look really nice on this seat. Now this brown throw I've had for a couple years now. It was also in my last office. I felt like it just ties everything in with my desk, the panels, all of that. I felt like it looked nice. That is currently my sitting area at the moment. Moving over to the desk, which is behind me. I had to have done my big one with this one because I am just so impressed with how my desk setup turned out. If you caught my short recently, I did post a short of my entire desk setup, so I'll link it below. Now originally I was looking at a desk from this website called Desky. They have some great desks. I'm not knocking them at all, or the price. However, that was a little bit more expensive than what I was willing to pay in this current moment because there's still so much of the house to furnish. So I was talking to hubby about it. He said, well, you know, why don't you just build your own desk? And I'm like, you know what, you can save so much money there but also still get a custom look. And ultimately, something custom can make it look a little bit more premium. So I said, bet. Went to Lowe's. I actually started searching online first. Saw this really nice butcher block behind me. And it was in 6 feet by 39 inches, I believe. I'm not sure, but I will be sure to link everything below. I did have Lowe's cut off the excess amount for me, and then I saved that piece and turned it into a shelf. We'll get there in a minute because I am just obsessed with how that looks right now, honestly. So when he cut it, I really loved how the natural edge looked here. My fear was using too many walnut tones that it was just gonna start to look extremely warm. And I'm not mad at a warm look because I do like the earthiness, but I didn't want it extremely warm. I feel like leaving even that exposed live edge just added the contrast that I needed, and I'm just obsessed. I've never seen a desk look like this, so I love that I went with this facing out versus to the wall because it's just everything. I love it, I love it. I found the desk legs from Amazon at a really great price. All in all, I think I spent around maybe $650 for the desk, as opposed to, I think it was roughly $1,700 after tax. So I saved a little over $1,000. I was able to use that to go towards some of the new accessories that you see on my desk, my media wall that I'll show you here shortly. I also ordered a vanity. It's not here yet, so I unfortunately won't be able to show you that portion, but I'm looking forward to that coming in, and then I'll also do, you know, an updated video later down the road showing the final setup. All of the accessories that I have on the desk are from Amazon, and I will be sure to link that as well. I got some new speakers. I did pay a little bit more money than my last set of speakers. I think my last set was like $20. They held me down for 3 years, 3.5 years, but I wanted something that sounded a little bit more premium. The speakers, oh my gosh, it is just amazing quality. Those were around $200. I think they went on sale after I bought them. I'm like, why? Of course you would do that, but they are well worth it. Oh my gosh. I also added a walnut monitorizer to store my iPad, my books, no air, and then also my laptop. I really love how it adds extra storage without it feeling really crowded. And then to have my monitor up a little bit, I just place it on a monitorizer. So all of that is in my LTK. I will link it below. It's all from Amazon. Panels came from Lowe's as well. So we put those up, and I am just obsessed. Now, this is about 93% complete. I plan on adding an LED light strip around the frame of the panels to kind of have that nice subtle glow, and also a neon sign in the center of this panel wall that says Keke J. So that's the icing on the cake for my desk setup. I have not ordered either of those yet, only because I needed to see how much space and how big the neon sign really needed to be. And I did order some light strips. They look really nice, but I definitely underestimated the size, so those will go back. It's definitely my favorite desk setup that I've had to date. I built all of that by myself. Boo Bear helped me put up the panel, so I'm greatly appreciative of him, but I'm so glad he suggested this because it was a no-brainer. It just feels expensive to me. I love it. Now, moving on to my media wall. Oh, I was so happy with how this turned out. Oh my goodness. Where do I start? Let's start with the console. So the console came from Wayfair. This one won my heart because I love how sleek, simple, and modern that it looks. Assembly did not take long, maybe an hour, hour 15. The storage in there, I still have ample amount of space to store things, and that's what I really wanted. I have more space on this wall, and it be a statement wall too. I put my globe lamp that I've had for a couple years on there. I think it blends perfectly. I do have 2 books on here. One of them is a Breaking Bad artwork book. Breaking Bad is hands down one of my favorite shows. Would you believe these 2 books came from Ollie's Bargain Outlet? I spent no more than maybe $25 for both of these books, and they look so good as decor on top of this console. Ugh, this candle came from TJ Maxx. I actually haven't seen a candle like that, and I just thought it was chef's kiss to the modern vibe. Like, it looks amazing. And of course, my record player, Miss Emerald, is over there as well, and I feel like she ties in the green throughout the room. One thing I really like about this theme is that the walnuts, the olives, the browns, the creams, they're all not the same color. And I think when things start to look identically colored, it starts to look, I don't know, it doesn't feel as curated as I would like. It feels more decorated, if that makes sense. Let's talk about the shelf. Oh! So that shelf that's mounted up there is the cutoff portion of this desk. And he cut it off. I said, well, hold on, let me save that. I can make that as a shelf. I was originally gonna use the shelves in my previous office, but I thought this was perfect over this TV. Now, this TV has been in this family for 10 years. I swear by Vizio, and if anyone tries to say otherwise, we will have to talk because I strongly disagree. Vizio is hands down one of the best TVs that we have ever had. We have 3 more Vizios in this house. I swear by them. But anyway, I still have not covered the cord just yet because I don't know if I want to have it ran through the wall or just put a cord cover on there. I'm still deciding. Not much is showing, but I definitely don't like how it looks as is right now. It will be concealed. I ended up finding these shelf brackets on Amazon. I didn't want something that was going to be just big and distracting. I still wanted that floating shelf look, and these were the perfect solution. When I hung that shelf up, the amount of joy that filled my body. Cause like I said, as you can see, the browns are not the same color in this room, but they are so complementary of one another. That's the word. Everything is complementing one another, and that is what I wanted. I didn't want everything matchy-matchy. So, the shelf and the desk, definitely the shelf. It's so small, but it makes such a big impact. Just one shelf above the TV floating, and then my Pothos is up there, like she's loving it up there. My YouTube plaque, decor, a picture frame of me and Boo Bear is just, I am so obsessed with how that came out. And also the live edge on the shelf. Like the desk is tying into this side of the room. Like I just love everything about it. Now, the plant that I have next to the console is the plant that I also had in my last office, the faux plant. I did not like the pot that the plant was in. So I found this pot at Walmart. I think it was literally $4. This nice taupe color. When I see that color, I automatically think modern and luxurious. So I thought this would be perfect, and my judgment was correct. So I was literally speechless when I finished. And I've watched a couple movies right here. It's just everything. I'm so proud with how this turned out. I do have my ZZ plant over here by the window at the moment. She was struggling a little bit in the last house because there was not a lot of natural light, but I am so happy to report she has 5 new buds coming up, and I almost cried because we were staying with my mother-in-law for about a week because remember I told you the closing got pushed to the following week. They were both struggling, both of my plants, and I thought they were not gonna make it. Especially my ZZ. She was turning brown, leaves were drooping, it was bad. I placed her right here by the lights. I feel like this is the first time she's ever gotten this much light, and I'm like, she is just loving it. So happy to see them both doing good. So that's where we are right now, about 93% done, and I am just in love with how it is coming along. Part 2 is coming, and that's when you'll get the full reveal. So if you are not following, make sure you are because you genuinely don't want to miss it. And also drop me a comment below. Tell me what you would put in your dream home office. Y'all know I like to read them, so be sure to let me know, and I'll see you in part 2. Bye.